Okay, so what I'm looking at right here, this device, that is well, it's a TomTom. It's a communication device. It's also my elog. Okay, and what you're looking at right now are my hours of service, and how this works. Of course, you see that I'm logged in right here. That's me logged in. Right now, if I started driving, I have 46 minutes available. This is my 70-hour clock. Okay, so in the last 8 days, that's how many hours I've driven, which is why I'm shut down. I don't have any hours left. Only got 46 minutes. If you add up 69 hours and 14 minutes plus that 46 minutes, that's a total of 70 hours. And that's all that I'm permitted in any 8-day period. Now, if I wanted to look at my previous, go to my daily summary, if I go to look at my previous hours, these are the days that I've had. Let me go ahead and sign this one. Okay. Of course, I may have to sign it again because it's not past midnight yet. I'm not sure how that works yet. But these are all my hours from previous days. Okay, you can scroll up. Notice on June 14th, that's when I was in Minnesota, I had 0 hours that day, and that's the 8th day. So tonight at midnight, I pick up 0 hours. So tomorrow, first thing in the morning at midnight or whatever, I still only have 46 minutes available. Okay, now this box right here is something called the advisor. This kind of tells you if you're not real keen on how to do the hours of service, what you need to do in order to what you need to do in order to keep driving, or for that matter, to reset all of your hours, which is what I'm in the process of doing. It's called a 34-hour reset. So, let's see, this little box says 34, okay, and for a 34-hour reset, I still have 23 hours and 33 minutes to go. So, basically, one complete day from now, and it's right now local time, just after 8 p.m. So, just after 8 p.m. tomorrow, I will have wiped away all of those hours that you saw on the previous page. So I will have a fresh 70 hours available. Of course, you have to allow for breaks. You can't just drive 70 straight hours. I mean, you have to have your sleeper berth time, your off-duty time. You could drive a maximum, that's the lower box right here, a maximum of 11 hours, okay? A shift, when you first begin your shift, must be completed. All of your 11 hours must be completed within 14 hours. Or not, you don't have to drive all 11, but I mean, any driving you do that day or that shift has to start at the 14-hour, whenever you start, you get 14 hours to complete everything. Here's your 70-hour clock. As you can see, I'm just about wiped out. And here's the advisor. If I touch that one, it tells me all the things that, a lot of times there's more information here, but I don't have many choices right now. I have a maximum of 46 minutes remaining, allowing for breaks. Well, it says allowing for breaks, like if I had 11 hours to drive, you could only drive a maximum of 8 hours, or 8 hours of work and driving, until you have to take a 30-minute break, and then you could finish up with the other 3 hours or whatever. So now the cycle reset is what I'm in the middle of. That's the 34-hour reset. So you can reset your entire cycle after being off duty and or in the sleeper berth consecutively for 34 hours. I mean, you could do like 10 hours in the sleeper berth, 10 hours off duty, and then another 14 hours in the sleeper berth, and that's 34. But, I mean, where else am I going to be? I'm going to be in the sleeper berth. Because I'm in St. Joseph, Missouri. What else is there to do? Anyhow, so here's my sleeper berth. Of course, I have the curtains drawn right now, so you can't see anything outside. unless I do that. There, I'm at a truck stop, and that's pretty much how that works. It's also my communication device. If I hit the home screen, we could see my messages. I could tap that. That's how I communicate with dispatch. The where to button, that's just a navigator. I don't use that navigation. I like to use navigation on my phone. There's a couple of good apps out there. And then of course the stops completed. I have been dispatched. My next trip is I'm going up into near Calgary, Alberta, and so I'm going to be picking up about 2 hours away from here. It's just going to be a drop and hook, and then I'm going to head on up to Calgary. I'll be crossing just north of Minot, South Dakota, North Dakota, excuse me. And it's called North Portal on US 52. That's where I'll be crossing. I've crossed there before. It's been many years, but that's where I've crossed before. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like these days. But anyhow, so that's where I'm going. That's what I'm doing, and not really much more to add. I just wanted to put a little video as to how I can decide how long I have to drive, and this thing won't lie. I mean, if you're driving, you can't say that you're not driving. It's driven by GPS. The only thing that you can change is when you're not actually driving. Are you on duty? Are you off duty? Or are you in the sleeper berth? And if you are on duty, what are you doing on duty? Whether you're fueling the truck, doing a pre-trip inspection, unloading, loading, drop and hook, that kind of thing. So, those are the options that you have. You can pick the on-duty options, off-duty, or sleeper berth, but you can't pick driving. Once you start moving the truck, it'll tell you, hey, guess what? You're driving, and it puts you right on the drive line, whether you like it or not. So anyhow, more later. I just wanted to make a quick little video. Maybe that helps explain some of the things that we have to do. And hey, no more paper logs. I mean, back in the day, last time I was a regular out here, we had paper logs, and paper logs you can cheat. There's no lying it, no denying it, no doubting it. You can cheat, but you really can't cheat much with these. So is it better? Yes and no. Well, that's going to be a whole nother video discussion on that. But anyhow, I guess that's it for now. We'll talk to you more in a future video, and take care. All right, bye-bye.